Hello, friends. I am Prabjot Singh, your host for the latest episode of Probing Eyes Bus 5 Minute. Today, I'm going to talk about politics again because now, as the elections draw near, there are lots and lots of developments taking place. But before I do that, remember to click on the bell icon so that you get a free and automatic subscription to all episodes of Probing Eye as well as Bus 5 Minute. Now, over to Canadian politics. As we were talking about how important are these elections for Canada's relations vis-a-vis US, China, India, and other countries, they have become very, very significant in the sense that the migrant communities from two of the major or the world's most populated nations, India and China, are worried a lot because both US and Canada have been tightening and amending their immigration laws, and there is a panic among immigrants. So, what is going to happen? So, that apart, the communities, both Indian and Chinese communities, are evincing an immense interest in the April 28 polls. As I have been mentioning in previous episodes, there is a record, an impressive turnout of candidates of both Indian origin as well as Chinese origin for the coming up elections. They know, like, unless they constitute a political pressure group, their demands for restoring the existing immigration laws or relaxing the immigration laws won't work. So they want to create pressure groups. And that's why in the coming elections, when people vote, they will vote for how the Canadian interests are safeguarded, how, as America is saying America first and Canada is saying Canada first, how far the new government is able to deliver that. Will the new government, will it be a liberal government, will it be a conservative government, or will it be again a minority government, or will it be a coalition government? So whatever, there are so many options available to Canadians, and average immigrant is also very keenly awaiting how the election progresses. It is one reason in the April 28th election, 51 ridings, there are 51 out of 338 where candidates of Indian origin are contesting. And there are some ridings where, for example, Sonia Sidhu's riding, all the contestants are Indian origin candidates. Then there are two of the candidates who were members of parliament earlier, but they then retired from federal politics. They went back. For example, Amarjeet Sohi went back to Edmonton in Alberta and became a mayor of Edmonton. Parm Gill, after he lost 2015 elections, he reverted to provincial politics. He was elected MPP or MLA and remained a minister in Doug Ford's government. And now he's trying to stage a comeback into federal politics as a conservative candidate. So Amarjeet Sohi's return, Parm Gill's return indicates that old guards also want to stage a comeback. Whether they want to come back on their own or they're being persuaded by the party high commands, keeping in view the winnability factor, because both conservatives and liberals are not taking any chances for the coming polls because they want to wrest the power. While liberals want to retain it, conservatives want to come back to power, and that's why their stakes are very high. Not only that, when I said, for the first time, conservatives are putting up a record number of candidates of Indian origin, especially of Punjabi origin. More than 30 of the candidates of in the coming elections are contesting on conservative ticket, and almost same number. Though normally liberal candidates of Indian origin used to be double the candidates of conservatives, but this time the number is almost the same. Both are putting up 30 odd candidates in the April 28 elections. And then the NDP, normally it puts up 3 to 4 candidates in the federal elections, but this time the number is into double figures. So is the Green Party. Green Party is also putting up at least 7 to 8 candidates of Indian origin in the coming elections. And then, as I said, all, interest of Indian community is immense. 18 of the 21 MPs who sat in the last House of Commons are contesting again. 3 are not contesting. They are Harjit Singh Sajjan, who used to be the first defense minister of Indian origin to sit in Canadian Parliament, and then Arif Virani, who was Minister for Justice and Attorney General. He is not contesting again. The third one is Chandra Arya, though he filed his nominations, but the party revoked his candidature, so he is not contesting. Rest all 18 are contesting, and then they are supplemented by, as I mentioned, Amarjeet Sohi and Parm Gill. So number will be again into 20s. And then, since the seat which was originally wanted to be used by Chandra Arya, the Canadian future Prime Minister or Prime Ministerial candidate, Mark Carney, is contesting from Nepean. He is being opposed by 2 Indians again. Shiv is representing NDP, and Barbara Bal, she is married to a Punjabi, Gurdev Singh Gill. So she is contesting on conservative. So Shiv and Barbara are opposing Mark Carney in Nepean. So that's the significance the parties are attaching to candidates of Indian descent. And then, as I mentioned, in some of the ridings, there are only Indians and Indians fighting against each other. For example, Sonia Sidhu's riding in Brampton South, there are 5 candidates and all are of Indian origin. Then there are a number of ridings in Ontario, especially in Brampton area or in Scarborough area, and then in Alberta, Calgary, Edmonton, and also in British Columbia, where number of candidates in many of the constituencies is more than 1. So it means at most of the places, Indians are fighting Indians for a seat in the House of Commons. Will that number exceed the previous best of 21? Only time will tell. But election is going to be very crucial for the migrant communities, because if they want to hold a share in politics, in the governance, they will have to be an assertive group, and that can come only if they win substantial number of seats. So all fingers crossed, and all eyes set on April 28 when Canada votes. So stay tuned, keep watching Probing Eye and Bus 1 Minute.